Hey everybody, once again, it's been a while. This is our first time in 2013 doing one of these videos. As always, I am Enterprise Sports reporter Avi Zalen alongside two superior journalists in Jared Ainsworth and David Barry. This isn't as easy as it looks because it's it's like a reflection for me, but nobody's going to give me credit for it. Anyway, today, we've obviously shifted from football to basketball for quite a while now and kind of getting right in the thick of conference, but district play, and a lot of good games have come out the last few weeks, and we're here to recap them and kind of look towards the future of some of these Southeast Texas high school basketball teams. So, David, you saw Silsbee defeat a very good, previously undefeated in district West Orange team, and tell me what was Silsbee doing so well? What makes them so dangerous?
The most impressive thing to me was that they won and they didn't play their best game. And Joe Sigler, after the game, said as much. They missed about half of their free throws. But really what they did that night that was so impressive was they drove to the basket. They created those opportunities, and Jordan Holmes, honestly, is one of the best players in the area. He took over the game. Out in the stands, you could just hear everybody just oohing and ahhing. He had control, and just West Orange they just couldn't stop him. So I think they're definitely, I'd say, one of the top 2 or 3 teams in Southeast Texas. They went to Ford Arena, beat H.J. Hardin Jefferson. Then they went into a very tough West Orange Stark. That arena, it's small, but it's tough. It's tough to go in there with the band, and it's loud. So the fact that they went in there and beat them, now they're standing at the top of 21-3A. They're one of the best teams in the area.
Gotcha. And Jared, we'll talk about great teams and interesting playoff races and the implications that are coming up for that in 24A. Just like we did in football, it's getting really crowded right about now. Teams vying for that, last, playoff spot. Why don't you tell us about a Central and Ozen matchup that's going to be really critical to that?
Yeah, it should be interesting tomorrow night. Central at Ozen. Central's won 12 straight games, undefeated, 7-0 in district. Ozen's won 5 straight, and if any indication, the last time these two teams played in the Gamble Classic on December 29th, I believe, Central won by 3 points, but sophomore guard Jordan Hunter for Ozen, 16 points in the fourth quarter, 5 threes in the fourth quarter. I mean, just a lot of big shots down the stretch in the last minute. Kind of reminded me of Tracy McGrady with 13 points and 35 seconds.
Let's not
quite on the same skill, but it was very impressive. And,
coming out with the team match.
I mean, he was making shots that were ridiculous, guys, hands in their face. If he had one more shot, I think he would have tied the game or taken the lead. I can't remember the exact scenario, but Central's Garrison Mitchell came up with a steal, 17 seconds left, kind of sealed the deal for Central. But Central, meanwhile, they've got Etorian Wilridge, the 6'6" sophomore inside. He's a shot blocker. He can hit threes on offense. He can score in the post. Nigel Pearson, about 6'3", 6'4", freshman. He had 23 last time against Ozen. I mean, both of these teams are going to be good for a while, and they'll be good tomorrow night.
What do you see as being the key to the game? What's going to be the X factor that's going to separate these two?
Key to the game, Ozen has some height, but I don't think they have enough height to match up with Etorian and Pearson down low. Mm-hmm. And Central also has 6'2", 6'3", Andre Morris, who's pretty good at, rebounding and whatnot down low. And so I think Central's height's going to be the difference.
Real quick, David, best team that you've seen play so far?
Best team that I've seen play.
So personal experience that you've seen play so far.
I would have to say, at first I would have said, surprisingly, West Orange Stark, but I'd have to say after Friday it'd have to be Silsbee just because they're not particularly tall. Everybody on the team is, they run about 6 foot to about 6'3", but they are tough inside still. Patrick Reed, quarterback for the football team, came down with 10 rebounds. I mean, he was tough in the paint. So, yeah, I would have to say right now Silsbee. And the fact that, like I said, they beat a highly ranked Hardin Jefferson team.
Yeah. Hardin Jefferson had, 2 losses entering that game?
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're probably the best. One team that we all have to watch out for, they're number 1 in the 2A is Kuntz, because they beat Hardin Jefferson. Or they lost to Hardin Jefferson, but beat Silsbee. So I think, they definitely should be looked out for as well.
Jared, 10 seconds, same question.
I'll go with Central. I mean, they won 12 straight, number 10 in 4A. Super young, but when they're going, they can beat anybody.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. Sorry, cut you off.
That's
You
fine.
all done?
Yeah.
Good. I want to be polite. Well, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us chat a little bit. Sorry I couldn't give you any Lamar basketball insight, but maybe it was better that way. Take care of yourselves.